Bakit nga ba more leads, more traffic, or more customers will not necessarily fix our profit or revenue problem? Yan yung ating discussion today, and after this presentation, you will have a better understanding, a better approach on what should be prioritized in building or recovering your business. So, karamihan sa atin, ang default talaga natin, pag tayo ng problema, paramihin natin yung ating customers because that's logical, right? And that's also a common practice. But we need to understand that more leads does not necessarily mean more profits. In fact, it can be counterproductive. Pag marami tayong leads, pwede na mas mabilis tayong malugi. Because if your systems are weak, more traffic just means more waste. The default answer is usually mali. So, karamihan sa atin, leads. Kaya nagpapa-advertise tayo kasi we think that's the answer to our problem. But in reality, ito yung nangyayari. Pag hindi natin naayos yung ating pricing, yung ating follow-up, wala tayong retention strategies, yung back-end natin mahina, we are just leaking money. And the faster we accumulate leads, the faster na tumatagas yung ating kita. Problem number 1, marami kang leads pero very bad naman ang yung conversion. Hindi ka sayang lang kasi mamimiss mo yung mga opportunities na sana makukuha mo bilang isang freelancer, professional, or isang negosyante out of the leads na binigyan mo ng pera to acquire. Pag bad ang conversion, meaning to say, mahina yung sales process, hindi marunong yung mga tao mo mag-handle ng mga objection, hindi marunong sa follow-up, walang know-how kung ano yung proper timing, then more leads means sayang. Another is, weak ang client value. For example, kung yung mga leads mo naman, mahina naman ang kanilang buying power, then masyado ka lang mahihirapan, mas lalo ka lang mai-stress, mas lalo ka lang mag-e-effort para magkaroon ng ganansya. Take for example, ako, dati kong negosyo, target ko mga estudyante. Alam naman natin, karamihan ng mga estudyante, they just rely on their allowances. Right? Sabihin to say, wala silang ganun kalaking buying capacity. Kung hindi magpadala ang kanilang parents, then walang magawa ang isang estudyante. Much more, mag-invest sa isang negosyo. Diba? Another example, kung ikaw, negosyo mo or ang service mo, turuan mo yung mga jobless paano mag-apply ng trabaho by helping them create a winning biodata. Well, okay naman yan, pero ang target mo, jobless nga. So, paano sila makakabili ng iyong service? Much more yung mga upsells ko o yung mga iba pang mga offer. So, low average order value, hindi ka na maka-upsell, hindi ka na maka-cross-sell kasi nga wala siyang pera. And most of the times, dinidiscount na lang. You will have what we call underpriced na mga offers sa iyong mga kliyente. So, what's the use of adding more customers in your business? Problem number 3, kung marami kang leads, marami kang kliyente, pero wala ka namang pamamaraan that they will repeat their orders, kasi nga, no repeat revenue or no repeat order opportunity, then, sayang din yung effort. Kasi karamihan ng mga customers mo, one-shot deal only. And we need to remember that one-time buyers are expensive kasi every time ka kailangan ng sale, you need to acquire a customer. That means you need to spend, right? And your retention lowers your CAC or customer acquisition cost. There is a cost to acquire a customer. So keeping your clients is cheaper, remember, than replacing them. Kaya lang, hindi ito naturo sa atin. Wala tayong masyadong awareness na ganito mga bagay. Next, number 4, kung focus natin more clients, we will not solve our profit problem because dapat ang focus muna natin ay yung ating past clients. So problem number 4 is ignoring our past clients. We need to understand that old relationships, they are easier money than the new prospects. Siyempre, we have already established our trust, our relationship, and our competence kasi nakadeliver tayo ng exemplary service sa ating past customers. Then wala tayong ginawa to reactivate them, to connect with them and offer our products and services and iba pang mga pwede natin maibigay sa kanila to serve them and in turn will give us more opportunities to earn. Then, sayang yung ating opportunity and we will just repeat the same cycle kasi we will add more customers, then yung nangyari sa ating past clients na hindi natin reactivate, hindi natin maximize, kung ano din yung gagawin natin sa ating mga bagong clients. We're just repeating the old mistakes. Problem number 5, walang referral engine. Meaning to say, yung ating bagong acquire na customer, one time, big time lang. Wala tayong pamamaraan or di tayo aware that that same customer can give us more referrals. And that referred customer, mas mataas ang chances that they will buy more, they will refer more, they will endorse us more sa kanilang mga circle of influence, sa kanilang mga kilala, sa kanilang mga contacts. Versus yung bago pa lang that we need to establish first, yung ating trust ang ating relationship sa kanila. So yung ating palaging go-to para tayo lumaki, para magkaroon ng sales is just the cold traffic. And it is the most expensive way to acquire customers. So simple lang itong presentation, but this will give you that different approach, that different attack. And from now on, stop chasing new customers pag hindi mo naayos ang iyong back-end, ang iyong pricing, ang iyong follow-up systems. Instead, right now, focus more on yielding and maximizing kung anong meron ka. So that when you have more clients, you have better conversion. Mas madali silang ma-close. They will have bigger sale, bigger purchase. They will buy from us more often. Higit sa lahat, they will refer more customers sa ating business or sa ating professional practice. So this is the new approach. Ito yung bagong mindset. Before you add more traffic, more customers, the first thing to do is fix what happens after attention arrives. Basic example, bago ka mag-inganyo ng maraming customers sa iyong karinderya, see to it na may backup ka. Kasi pag andyan na sila, at then saka ka palang mag-isip na, ay, kailangan ko pala ng paper plates, kailangan ko pala ng additional rice cooker, o kailangan ko pala ng extra na tubig, dapat may extra pala ako na upuan. It's too late. They will be disappointed and they will talk bad about you. They will give your business bad reviews sa social media. And sometimes just one bad review can wipe out a business. And you cannot afford that, especially kung maliit lang yung capital natin. So this means that if you do this, you will have improved conversion, you will have better client value, and you will be able to scale the traffic na magkakaroon ng iyong business. So that is a perfect illustration on the difference between yung isa, maraming customers, marami naman sayang. Yung isang negosyo, ginawa niya, hindi siya focus muna sa paramihin ang kanyang customers. Kundi, he fixed his conversion, he fixed his value, and he fixed his retention system. So in the end, mas marami siyang pera, mas lumawak ang kanyang business. 100 leads, 100 customers, is not necessarily better compared sa 50 lang na leads or customers. Ito, napaka-glaring ng difference. Marami kang leads, marami kang customers, marami kang prospects. Pero very low naman yung closing rate. Nalilit naman na kanilang transactions kasi nga hindi sila yung mga buyer na dapat na tinatarget mo. Then wala silang capacity to buy more, buy again, or buy bigger purchases. So wala ka namang mechanism to do that. So therefore, nagiging mataas yung pag-acquire mo ng customers. Resulta, burnout, no profit. Sayang lang yung pera sa pag-ads. Whereas, bago ka mag-ads, nag-aral ka muna paano mag-close, okay? Paano mag-handle ng objection. So therefore, mas mataas yung closing rate mo, mas maganda yung business kasi mas mataas, mas malaki ang kanilang transaction sa inyong kumpanya. And of course, because maganda ang yung system, you have no choice but to buy sa'yo over and over again. Right? It's not just the product, but also how you deliver your service. And when 2 or 3 parts of your systems are broken, apektado ang iyong delivery. Resulta, lower ang iyong acquisition cost. So that means, each time ka mag-add ng customer, you are sure na meron kang profit. Hindi na mas lalo lang nagiging magulo yung negosyo or yung professional practice. So from now on, do not confuse volume with growth or health of your business. So if you want to know whether you have a lead problem or a yield problem, message us and we'd like to invite you to our upcoming live profit recovery session wherein we discuss more about these things on a granular level. And rest assured that pag mabago yung mindset mo, mabago yung approach mo, that there is a better way in doing business. Like ngayon, hindi pala sagot yung paramihan ng customers. Until and unless you fix your system first, then from now on, you will have a much better and stress-free business or professional practice. Hope that helps. Hope nakatulong to and see you on our next video.